ठीक है. This is the question actually we are going to discuss about the top main general physics part. ठीक है. जनरल फिजिक्स पार्ट में पास आप लोगों को टॉपिकल प्रैक्टिस करवा रहा हूँ. सो ड्यूरिंग दैट प्रैक्टिस I have selected some of the questions from your O levels, and they were looking a bit hard. That's why I selected those for your practice. So I believe that you people will not mind it. Right? Shows that astronaut in the space near the space station in the orbit above the Earth. Okay, this is just the diagram, and then we will move on. The total mass of the astronaut in this equipment and his equipment is 160 kg. The astronaut is initially at rest related to the space station, but he is then pulled towards the space station by a rope. His acceleration towards the space station is 0.35 meters per second. Score for 1.2 seconds. Calculate the resultant force acting on that. 2 marks question. Okay. So resultant force is equals to F is equals to ma, and mass is 160 kg, and acceleration is 0.35. So yes, the students who have solved it, just let me know the answer. Hurry up.
56 newtons.
56 Newton. Okay, so your answer is 56 Newton. The speed at which the astronaut is traveling after 1.2 seconds. So you want to, I mean, you are supposed to calculate final speed. So again, I will use the formula of A equals V minus U upon T, and V will be equals to U plus AT. Actually, either you remember this equation, recall that one, or recall that one. That is the same thing. So final velocity equation is u is 0, and that is traveling at an acceleration of 0.35, and for the time is 1.2 seconds. Yes, so what is your answer? Was there any problem in this part of the question? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes, Ariba, are you back?
Yeah. And now my mic
Good.
is working.
Yes. So what was your answer? Meanwhile, just help me out to solve these.
0.042.
0.042. Yes, Ariba, what's
Even though
your
I
one?
messed up this question so
My
bad.
answer had been 0.42.
0.42. And yes, Khadija, what about you?
Yes, sir, 0.42.
0.42. Okay. Yes, Mariam, इसमें क्या issue था बच्चे?
Oh, it's 0.42. Yes. Teacher,
Okay.
the thing was that I messed up the formula so bad.
Now, आप लोगों ने कभी भी इस formula को violate नहीं करना. That is the honest formula of acceleration for you people at your level. A equals to V minus U divided by, ठीक है? So when you
Yeah.
will have that equation, I mean that formula will help you out to solve any type of question which relates acceleration and velocities at different after several time. Okay, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, अब चलते हैं next part पे. So you people can check your values as well. I mean, if you have solved it, then at the end I will ask everyone about the score. ठीक है ना? So actively उसको अपना देखना भी है. अपनी sheet अपने सामने भी रखनी है. The resultant force acting on the astronaut after 1.2 seconds. Astronaut is constant for 1.2 seconds, but then it decreases to 0. Then resultant force decreases to 0 instantly as the rope becomes slack. ठीक है, rope जो ही lose होती है, so that resultant force decreases to 0. On figure 9.2, this was the hard part of this question. You have to sketch the speed time graph after 1.2 seconds. So 1.2 seconds is here. Let's say it is 1 second time, and 1.5 is here, half of that, and then 1.2, 3, 4. It would be the almost here, na? 1.2. So till 1.4, it will have a constant acceleration. Got it? That is why your speed time graph would have you know, this gradient, and then as resultant force decreases, so the gradient decreases and it goes to 0. ठीक है?
Oh my god.
ठीक है? ये बात clear है? Astronaut is const for 1.2 seconds, but then it decreases to 0 instantly as the rope becomes slack. तो आपके पास it decreases to 0. I think here that is 1.2 seconds, and then it will be acceleration goes to 0. ठीक है?
Yes, sir, but like,
Okay.
can it be kind of more steeper or something?
Yes, it can be. It can be at any position, but for 1.2 seconds, like this.
Chad, what does the line downwards indicates increasing acceleration, right?
Which one? That red one?
Like the opposite of the red one.
Oh, that shows deceleration.
Huh?
Deceleration show करती है वो.
So what does this show?
Which one? What I have drawn.
Yep.
ये deceleration में से एक भी नहीं show करी. If you have drawn this line, it is not there. It is for deceleration.
No, sir, not about this one. The like I drew the first part correct. Like it was a straight line, but then it went downwards, like a curve downwards.
Like
Even though it
this.
should be no. It's kind of
तुम homework तो मैं देख लेता. आगे बताते
like
जाओ
you
क्या
know the
किया?
increasing acceleration and the I think the distance time graph or something. How it looks like.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, kind of this one.
Oh no. It is not. That graph shows कि आपका जो velocity है, it increases rapidly. ठीक है? Check करो ना. If you are going to draw this one, it means that your acceleration is constant till this point, and then acceleration increases because steepness increases. So that is incorrect.
Okay, you got it, sir.
Blue one is incorrect. Okay, is clear? Is it clear to everyone? Red one is correct one. So 1 mark is for its this straight part, and 1 mark is for its curved path. So you people can decide how many marks you have scored from this question. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, describe how the distance moved by the astronaut during first 3 seconds may be found by using speed time graph. You are not supposed to calculate anything. It is just how will you find it. So how will you find it? By taking area under the graph. Isn't it?
I didn't understand the distribution of marks in this question. I mean, how would
By
the examiner give 2 marks?
area under graph. It is till 3 seconds. Okay? Of 1 area under the graph till 1.2 seconds till 1.2 seconds and rest of the time. Yeah, that will be 2 areas and total distance is sum of both.
So wouldn't it be the whole thing? I mean, from 0 to 3
देखो आपने
seconds.
क्या लिखा? That by taking area under the graph this and rest of this, और आप यहाँ पे लिख सकते हो plus. For example, this is the graph ना, this one is the graph. So what will you do? This is still 1.2 seconds and this is still 3 seconds, isn't it? 3 seconds यहाँ पर ही बन रहा है ना टोटल वाला. हम इसको बल्कि ऊपर भी लेके जाना, आगे 3 seconds तक लेके जाना पड़ेगा. So you have to find area of this part and area of this part, and then you have to add them both. That's why you are getting 2 marks.
Okay, got it.
Is it clear to all?
Yes.
So this was your first question. It is of 15 marks. इसलिए मैंने ये select करके भेजा था for first question. In part C, the space station is traveling at a constant speed in a circular orbit. So that is basically circular motion का question भी आ गया बीच में. ठीक है ना? a force acts on the space station to keep it to orbit. On figure 9.3, draw an arrow to show the direction of the force. So what would be the direction of the force on this one? Towards the center of this. So if you have drawn an arrow towards the center of this, no matter whatever the size of that arrow, but that should be towards the center of the earth. Okay, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Acha. Next is your explain what causes this force. Wow. That is the question. Okay, what is the cause of this centripetal force? So
The forces.
isn't it pull of
Gravity.
gravity of the earth?
Yeah.
Sorry, what Ariba, what did you write?
The gravitational force that's coming from the center of the earth.
Yes, the pull of gravity between यहाँ पे आपने आधा नंबर लिया मतलब half of that is correct. You have given the concept of pull of gravity, but you have to write between which objects? Between Earth and satellite, not sun and satellite. ठीक है?
Okay.
Remember, that's why you are getting 2 marks here. So one mass is this one, the second mass is this one. So they are attracting each other, na?
Yep.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So that is why you are getting 2 marks. First, you will write pull of gravity. Second, you will write between what two bodies that is existed. Second. Should I move to next part?
Yes, sir.
That is state what is meant by the velocity of an object. So what is velocity, by the way? Khadija,
Velocity.
what did you write?
Sir, definition should be up here.
Velocity is
The rate of change of speed. क्या मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा इसका।
ऐसे नहीं करना तुमने. अगर तुम velocity की definition ये लिखोगी तो बस मैं फिजिक्स पढ़ाना छोड़ना चाहता हूँ बस. ठीक है? Velocity is rate of change of displacement.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? So
What if
1
I
mark
write
will be.
the formula in words?
Yes, you can write, but the important thing is you have to write a proper definition. No?
I mean, I
So,
wrote the definition in words.
हाँ क्या लिखा है?
I wrote it's like basically the distance traveled per unit time taken.
No. That will you will score just 1 mark for that. For that
No
definition.
way.
ठीक है? The rate of change of displacement. Or examiner can give you a favor that you can say change in displacement per unit time, right?
Okay.
Sir, I ended up writing the speed of an object within a certain direction.
Oh yes, speed of a body in a
Certain direction. And this is a vector quantity.
okay. You put me in doubt.
Uh-oh.
The change in displacement per unit time. Okay, actually, you are correct. For that purpose, state what is mean by the velocity of an object. So, although it is not the, he's not going to ask you the definition, na? He's asking what does it mean by velocity. So you will also be awarded for this one. Otherwise, I will check it out from the standard marking scheme, and then I will let you know that whether we are having that option or not. But your option is logically not incorrect.
Oh, so does
Sure,
the
thank you.
examiner consider logic or not?
Yes, anything which is sensible and it is not violating the laws of physics, that is acceptable.
So why is my definition violating the laws of physics? I mean,
आपने लिखा है ना change in distance, is it?
Yeah, the distance traveled.
So
yeah.
distance is not representing any vector nature. अगर तुम इसकी जगह लिख लेती ना change in displacement per unit time, so you would score complete 2 marks.
So,
ठीक है ना?
got it.
और खदीजा तुम्हें कितने नंबर मिलेंगे?
सर मैंने बस स्पीड लिख दी है इंस्टेड ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट।
हाँ ठीक है, तो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ स्पीड एक्सेलरेशन होता है मेरी बेटी, ठीक है?
यस सर।
इतनी बड़ी रॉकेट, वो क्या कहते हैं, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फिजिक्स को वायलेट नहीं करना तुमने। अच्छा, उसके बाद आपके पास क्या रहा है? स्टेट एंड एक्सप्लेन व्हाट हैपेंस ड्यूरिंग द ऑर्बिट टू द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द स्पेस स्टेशन। देखो, व्हाट विल हैपन टू द वेलोसिटी, बिकॉज it is changing its direction at every point or at every position. That is why its velocity changes, and you have to state and explain, दोनों काम करने हैं, सही है? So
Yeah.
you will write velocity changes because direction changes, because direction changes. And you know, अब मरियम तुम कहोगी मुझे इसकी मार्किंग स्कीम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन समझाएं। All correct 1 mark. If you have stated velocity changes but your explanation is not correct, then you will not score any mark.
Isn't that unfair?
Yes, both correct 1 mark. ठीक है? Is this clear to everyone? Then kinetic energy of the space system. So kinetic energy remains unchanged. Okay? Kinetic energy remains unchanged. Why? Because kinetic energy is a scalar quantity. R, you can say R, not ends. It depends upon speed, which is constant. Is it clear? It depends upon speed, which is constant.
Sir, how would we know that the speed is constant?
When I read the question ना, तो मुझे वहां पे बहुत सारी चीजें कहीं ना कहीं उसने दी होती हैं।
Okay,
ये
I
देखो,
got it.
ठीक है ना? Yes.
Yeah.
Clear है सबको?
Yes.
Okay. So that question consists of 15 marks. So I want to know the marks of every student, please, starting from Mariam. Count
Me?
करिए जल्दी से। हाँ जी, तुम पहले आई थी ना आज ऑनलाइन क्लास में, इसलिए।
Allah, गलती कर दी मैंने।
Okay,
It's like,
तीनों बच्चे काउंट करें, शाबाश।
sir, how many marks is it? Like the both of the questions?
15.
I mean, the whole question.
एक मिनट,
15.
1 2 yes 4 6 7
2,
और
3,
8 9 10 11
2,
12 13
3, 4.
yes 15 marks.
I mean, 15 marks.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yes, so you scored all 15.
Let me check that.
सर
Yes, Khadija, Mariam and Ariba, everyone please count it.
सर मेरे लाइक 2 मार्क्स से कटेंगे अगर मैं स्पीड लिख देती हूँ उसकी जगह डिस्प्लेसमेंट के।
हाँ, we rate of change of speed पे आपके 2 marks चलेंगे।
Sir, for the kinetic energy one, I had written that it remains constant because the mass and the speed are constant. Does this count or not?
Yeah, that is fine.
Okay, and what about for the first one? Do I count the mark of that as well or no?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
What did you write?
I had written that the velocity's magnitude stays constant, but the direction changes due to the orbiting in
Yes.
the Earth in a circular motion.
Yes, you will score 1 mark.
Okay, then that means 14 out of 15.
14 out of 15.
This is a rebus, sir.
Oh, okay. चलो मरियम के हटा देते हैं. चल मरियम बताओ शाबाश. माशाल्लाह, good. Yes, मरियम एंड खदीजा बताइए बच्चों.
सर
In
मैं
progress, sir.
सर मैं सिर्फ लाइक फिलोसफी वाला गलत हुआ, बाकी सब ठीक है. तो लाइक 2
काउंट
मार्क्स.
करो ना. हाँ तो आपके 13 आउट ऑफ 15. बाकी सारा
got-
ओके है, परफेक्ट.
Huh?
बाकी सब परफेक्ट है. खदीजा
For me. Mhm.
नहीं खदीजा,
यस सर सब कुछ ठीक है बाकी.
आप आज के बाद आपने ना मुझे होमवर्क भेजना भी है साथ में, ठीक है. मुझे
Sir,
थोड़ा
आप
सा
भी
ना,
check कर दिया करें.
तुम्हें पता है खदीजा, जब तक एनुअल यकीन नहीं ना होता जिंदगी में, किसी बंदे को एतबार करना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है आजकल. तो बस मुझे वो एनुअल यकीन के लिए ना, वो तस्दीकुम बिल कल्ब तो है मेरा कि तुम लोग काम करते हो, लेकिन बस वो
Sir, you check it better. I get better marks when you check it than I
कितने
check it
नंबर आए हैं
myself.
बताओ बताओ जल्दी करो, शाबाश.
I got 8 out of 15.
ओके, नॉट बैड, इट्स फाइन. और अब
It's
अगर
like,
तुम्हें दोबारा ये क्वेश्चन करना पड़े, सो
हाँ, sir,
विल यू
15
स्कोर?
out of 15.
गुड. सो एक्चुअली इन दिस क्वेश्चन why I have selected this one, मैंने बहुत सारे questions parts देखे, then I have selected this one. And in this question he is starting from the basic concept of, you know, kinematics, and then he used to go to the uniform circular motion and vector scalars, each and everything. तो बहुत सारा ना versatile question था ये, तो इसलिए I have selected that one. So no worries at all, because we are practicing. So hopefully for the next stage you will improve, inshallah. Okay, now we are talking about the next question. That is your part, I mean question number 1 actually. There are 2 small tugboats pulling a large ship in the harbor. Figure 1.1 represents the view of the ship and the boats above. Boats are applying a force of 49 kilonewton on the I mean towards right at an angle of 20 degree each with the direction of motion of the ship. Determine the graphical method, or determined by the graphical method, you are bound the resultant of these two forces and state the scale used. 4 नंबर का होना चाहिए ये कम से कम.
3
3
number
नंबर
का.
दे दिया. I है, it is injustice. Okay, लेकिन इसमें ना 3 marks इसलिए उसने दिए हैं because you are not supposed to vary the scale. एक ही scale रखना है आपने, and secondly angle भी same है. That is why you will have a perfect isosceles. Okay, अब आप देखो, you people have to show a ship with a vector, with a dot, and with the help of dot, I mean with the help of pencil, you will draw dotted lines in the direction of motion of the ship. ठीक है, सबसे पहला काम आपने ये कर लिया. Then you will use the scale. अब आपने देखना है कि यार आपका जो क्वेश्चन है, you have this much space. अब थोड़ा और भी इसको नीचे लेके जा सकते हो, because that is you have the symmetric diagram ना, this way, right? So in that symmetric diagram you can consider that this is your ship and it is I mean it is starting its motion right from here. कहीं पे भी कर दो, इतनी देर में मैं डॉट ही और लिख देता इतना, इसको मतलब
So the line that is straight, that should be
वो लगाया
dotted,
मैंने.
like the line on the screen should be dotted.
हाँ,
or like-
ये dotted line, yes.
Okay.
ठीक है. Now at the top you will select the scale at the top right, क्योंकि आपका क्वेश्चन लेफ्ट से राइट पे जाएगा तो आपके पास ना यहाँ पे स्पेस ज्यादा बचेगी लेफ्ट पे. तो इस तरीके से आप क्वेश्चन की सेटिंग करेंगे, बिकॉज यू हैव वेरी स्मॉल स्पेस और उसी के अंदर आपने सारा काम करा. स्केल आप कितना रख सकते हो, because you have 49 kilonewton. So if I say that 1 centimeter is almost 7 kilonewton, so it is an appropriate scale ना. I have the
yeah.
ruler. देखो, क्योंकि 7 सेंटीमीटर आपको आपके सामने अगर पेज प्रिंटेड होगा ना, तो it would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 not more than that one. मैं गारंटी से कह सकता हूँ कि it would not be more than that one. 7 centimeters.
7 centimeters, right?
ठीक है, मेरे पास यहाँ पे रूलर नहीं है इस सॉफ्टवेयर में, but I will just consider it that is the 7 centimeter, and I will draw the same one below the axis. ठीक है ना, इसको मैंने क्या करना है, I will draw it below the axis at the same angle. ये देखो almost,
How
क्योंकि मेरे
do
पास
we
मैं आपको फिर
ensure that the angle is same? Do we measure it with a
yes,
protractor?
आपने पता क्या करना है, you will measure it with the help of protractor. मेरे पास तो प्रोटेक्टर नहीं था तो मैंने जस्ट इसको ये किया, इट इज 20 डिग्री. आपने सबसे पहले ये स्पॉट किया एंड एट स्टेप नंबर 2 यू पुट दिस प्रोटेक्टर एंड मार्क अ पॉइंट 20 डिग्री एंड उसके ऊपर आपने ये 7 सेंटीमीटर की लाइन ड्रॉ की. देन यू विल जस्ट रिवर्स द प्रोटेक्टर बिलो द एक्सिस इन दिस वे एंड मार्क अ पोजीशन ऑफ 20 डिग्री. ठीक है, ये आपका 20 डिग्री हो गया एंड यू हैव ड्रॉन a line of 7 centimeter again. This is 7 centimeter. ठीक है, फिर आपने पता क्या किया, you people just made a parallelogram. अब यहाँ पे आपको parallelogram बनाने के लिए I am trying to just give you just a second.
Sir, how does it look like a parallelogram?
अभी तो नहीं, अभी थोड़ी है. After some time it will be a parallelogram inshallah. Now I will measure, I mean I will open the compass, ठीक है, because there is no game of different lengths, that's why I will open the compass and I will put an arc on the head of any one of the, in this case specifically I'm talking about this case, right, in the on the head of any one of the, for example I have drawn the arc at the head of red one and I just completed that one over here.
I don't want to eat
ठीक है,
it. मेरे वैसे ही तो कॉल खत्म हो गया.
सॉरी,
Nothing, sir.
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके ओके, मैं समझा तुम कह रही हो कि सर ये क्या करी जा रहे हैं आप, ऐसे ही मतलब विदाउट आर्क आप ड्रॉ करी जा रहे हैं. ये मेरे पास आर्क वाला सेटअप नहीं है ना, तो इसलिए व्हाट विल आई डू,
Yeah,
दे
sir.
वुड बी
How do you make the
एग्जैक्ट.
arc? How do you make the arc?
हाँ मैं समझाता हूँ. I will place the compass over here and I will draw an arc here. Is it clear to all? Then I will place the compass here and I will draw an arc in this direction. Is it clear to all?
Where do you place the compass again?
I mean on alternative arrows ना. पहले मैंने किस पे रखा? I just open the compass 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter. ठीक है, compass को आपने 7 centimeter खोलना है like this. This is its needle and this is its pencil. ठीक है, so the distance between these two must be how much? 7 centimeter. Put the needle here and draw an arc with the help of pencil, blue one. फिर आपने needle कहाँ रखना है? Put needle here and draw an arc, red one.
Oh,
सही है?
got it.
Now is it clear to everyone?
Sir, can you explain it one more time?
Yes, I can. Should I?
Yes, please.
Okay. देखो मैंने क्या किया? Do you recognize these colors? Although they are not much different, but I believe that this purple color arrow is 7 centimeters. So I have just opened the compass needle. I just put the needle 7 centimeter away from the pencil of the compass, and after this is separately done. I put needle at the end of this purple arrow. ठीक है, and I drew an arc here. देखो मैंने blue के साथ, blue, ये blue color है ना, So where I put the needle, and on the other side I have drawn the arc with the help of pencil. Then I repeated the same procedure by putting needle on the head of the other arrow and drawing an arc in this direction. Is it clear? या इसमें कोई डाउट है अभी भी? Yes, Ariba.
No confusion, sir.
Okay, if you people have, I will share a video with you people. I have just I did it in very quick time. थोड़ा मुझे उसको थोड़ा alter करना पड़ा था, but that will help you out. Just a second, if I will. Okay, right after that question, I will go to that one. Okay, इसके बाद आपने क्या करना है? After doing this all, your resultant should be from which point? From the tail junction. Where is the tail junction of these two forces?
Tail junction.
Here is the tail junction, yani origin. Remember this. This is called actually tail junction of these arrows. And here they are joining together in this way. So that is why it is called arc junction, or it is called head junction. Wherever the arcs will be joining, that is called head junction. ये सारी terms आपको याद करनी पड़ेंगी. Then you will draw an arrow from tail to head this way. This is your resultant. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So if this is your resultant, now you will measure it. Okay, that how much that what is the length of that resultant? This is your resultant. And for example, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 centimeters. Then I will draw. I'm trying to manage accordingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it is almost 11 centimeter. Whatever you people got it, it is your diagram. So I cannot say that you also get 11 centimeter long arrow, but according to this, if it is resultant is 11 centimeter, so according to scale, 1 centimeter is equal to how much? 7 kilonewton. So 11 centimeter is how much? 77 kilonewton. So your scale is that 1 centimeter is equals to 7 kilonewton, and your resultant is 77 kilonewton. So how many of you are getting the number closer to that one?
Sir, what is the answer in the marking scheme?
Check करना पड़ेगा. अरे marking से check
I got 15 centimeter.
Okay, 15 centimeter. It will
Yeah.
be. It will be. ठीक है ना? Yes. What about the others? Khadija and Mariam. Sorry, Khadija and Ariba. खदीजा आपने किया बच्चे ये सवाल?
I wasn't
Is
able
Khadija
to
in the class?
sir.
Sorry?
I wasn't able to perform this.
Okay. अब समझ आ गया?
थोड़ा बहुत. I'll probably have to look at it again.
Okay. No problem. I will share one video on the group. You people will see it, and inshallah after that it would be quite clear to you.
Sir, is there any technique of remembering this?
Sorry?
Is there any technique of remembering this? Because like I keep forgetting it.
It's very simple. There are some steps. I have mentioned all those steps, and with the help of practice, no need to write the steps. That first I will do this, second I will do this, third I just practice the questions, and your all steps would be complete. देखो जैसे आपने सबसे पहले काम क्या किया? You have selected the position where I have to draw the diagram. If your arrows are on the right side, your diagram would proceed to the right. If the arrows are towards left, your diagram would be proceeding toward the left. तो अगर आपकी डायग्राम राइट पे प्रोसीड करवानी है आपने, तो यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट साइड ना, so that your space should be covered on the right. ठीक है. Secondly, you have to draw the straight line. ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है क्वेश्चन बाकियों से, because in rest of the questions the diagram gets the resultant in other direction of the
It's
original
a
one.
diagonal. Like for most of them, it's a
Yeah,
diagonal.
it is a diagonal. Yes, diagonal. लेकिन diagonal would be from starting point to the ending point. ठीक है ना?
Yeah.
ठीक
So
है?
like, yep, got it. So
Is it clear?
yeah. So how do we
हाँ, बोलो,
know
बोलो.
where the arrows are pointing?
Arrows are pointing at here. ये देखो. When you will draw the arrows ना, just mark the heads this way. ठीक है? देखो ना, उसने आपको दिए हुए ना, ये देखो.
Oh, okay.
अब देखो, मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. I just regenerated this all. देखो ऐसे. Here, if you just do in this way, मैं आप लोगों को एक छोटी सी, ये अलग, it is not at scale. Do you get it? This is not at scale, but I just did in this way. ठीक है? This is one force. ठीक है? Then that one is the force of the second tugboat. I just produce what replicas of these. ठीक है? इसको उठाया मैंने. I just put it on the head of this without changing its direction. Then I put this one and I just placed it on the head of this one without changing any direction. So are you getting a parallelogram?
Yeah.
So this is the direction of arrow of one force. This is the direction of arrow of the other. So in the replica, wherever the blue is pointing, this blue will be also pointing in the same direction. Wherever this red is pointing, this red will also be pointing in the same direction. अब आपने क्या करना है? You will just join the tail junction to the head junction, and that is from the start of the ship to the end of this. So that's it. This is your diagram, parallelogram. So what should be the arrow of this? What should be the direction of this arrow? Resultant का direction किधर होना चाहिए? Because both the ropes are trying to move the ship towards right at different angles. So overall direction of the ship would be towards right, na?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. अब मैं आपको ना दोबारा यही चीज बता रहा हूँ. अब मैंने यहाँ पे ब्लू एंड रेड की फॉर्म में आपको दिखाएं. Okay, this is the point where you have to draw the arrows. Sorry, where you have to draw the vectors. Open the compass as 7 centimeter. ये let's say मैं इसको 7 centimeter खोल रहा हूँ. Okay, on the head of yani open the compass equals to 7 centimeter. Put it on the head of red vector, red arrow, and mark an arc this way. Then open the compass 7 centimeter equal to the red one, whatever that will be, and put it on the head of blue. आपने हमेशा इसके जिसके ऊपर आप कंपास खोलोगे ना बच्चों, ये बात प्लीज नोट डाउन करनी है. I mean नोट डाउन करने का मतलब recall it. The arrow at which you are going to open the compass, you will not draw arc from that one. Do you understand it? I open the compass equivalent to the blue one, and I have drew the arc from the head of red one. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
I open the compass equal to red one, and I drew the arc from the head of blue one. That's it.
Oh, okay. So the
So draw
arrow
the
and the
connect them
alternate.
together and then calculate the
Simple.
distance.
Sorry, दोबारा पूछें.
So basically, draw the arcs, place it together, and then calculate the distance using the like ruler.
Yes. Draw the arc, then put the yani replicas, complete the parallelogram. Okay? The parallelogram should be starting from the heads of the existing vectors, any vector 1 and vector 2, or force 1 and force 2, and to the point of joining the arcs. And then you have to join the tail junction. Is it the tail junction to the head junction, right? And then you have to measure that, okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So then you will multiply it with the scale. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
I believe with practice, inshallah, you people will be perfect in these questions. No worries at all. Okay, then the engine of the ship are not operating, and the water in the harbor is stationary. The ship is moving in the straight line, and the direction of the total force exerted by the tugboats, it is traveling at a constant speed. Explain the term of the in terms of forces acting, why the ship is moving in the straight line at a constant speed. 2 marks. Yes. And when the object is moving in such a way that its forward forces and backward forces are equal in magnitude, okay, and resultant force goes to 0, then the body is moving with constant speed, right? So you will write the forward force and backward force are getting equal in magnitude. Yes.
I made like a story of this point, but I still wrote that the both of the like the force acting backwards and the force acting forward are like balanced, which
हाँ
keeps
बिल्कुल ठीक है.
the forces ship moving in a straight line. But I wrote it in a story kind of thingy.
मैं सुनता हूँ तुम्हारी स्टोरी, ठहरो. Resultant force acts, no resultant force acts on the ship. So it has no acceleration. Hence, it moves with constant speed. ठीक है?
Yeah.
अगर आप एक और पॉइंट लिख दोगे तो एग्जामिनर की रूह खुश हो जाएगी. In a straight line.
Sir, I wrote that the force acting on the ship, like the forward, it okay, but like okay, I wrote the force acting on the ship and increases initially, but then the opposite force opposes it, which keeps both of the forces balanced, helping the ship to be moved in a constant speed.
Okay, आपको ना यहाँ resultant force का जिक्र करना लाजमी है, ठीक है? Because explain in terms of forces acting, why the ship moving is constant speed. So from forces, you have to go to acceleration and then you will go to the velocity. ठीक है?
So you get 1 mark for
हाँ, forward आपने forward force and backward force का जिक्र किया, ठीक है? And from this one, you got the resultant forces are resultant force equals to 0, 1 mark, ठीक है? And then you have connected the resultant force with acceleration and then velocity, 1 mark.
oh, so you basically have to explain to the examiner each and everything as if he doesn't know anything.
Yes. Yes. मैंने आपको बोला ना, मैंने किसी वजह से ये पेपर सेलेक्ट किया because in these papers the stuff which is asked, it is that is very comprehensive. ठीक है ना?
So, but like I knew that there's no resultant force, but I didn't know that I had to mention that.
सॉरी मैं समझ नहीं पाई बात.
I mean, when I was writing the question, I knew that there was like when the both of the forces are balanced, there is no resultant force. I knew that, but I didn't know that I had to mention that also.
खैर है ना, मैं इसीलिए प्रैक्टिस करा रहा हूँ. जब तुम मुझे सुनोगी, मुझे बार बार क्वेश्चंस मेरे साथ करोगे तो इट वुड बी फाइन बिकॉज यू पीपल वुड बी पैटर्नाइज. एक्चुअली देखो सारे बच्चे ये बात सुनो, CI is just a name of a pattern, that's it. देखो आप यही सिलेबस हर लेवल पे पढ़ते हो ना. आई मीन जिन बच्चों ने मैट्रिक किया, 9th मैट्रिक किया, वो भी यही सिलेबस पढ़ते हैं. जो बच्चे CBSE बोर्ड से पढ़े हैं वो भी यही पढ़ते हैं. एवरी बोर्ड सिलेबस इज सेम, बट what is the difference in game? The difference in the game is marking or exam style. Exam style का मतलब ये होता है कि pattern by which you are going to answer the questions. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So when we will practice, inshallah, you will get everything fine. No worries at all. अच्छा, उसके बाद ये extension वाला कितना part रह गया ये? And what is this, man? ये इधर किधर आ गए? Okay.
Sir, the rest
just a
are
sec.
easy.
अच्छा, they were hard, but ये इसमें से कितने नंबर मिले आपको? 2, 3, 5 out of 5.
Is this
yes.
the whole question? Wait.
Ariba and Khadija, where are you?
Struggling to unmute my microphone.
Okay. तुम्हारा माइक का एको अच्छी दे रहा है वैसे.
That's not mine. That's somebody else's.
Okay. ये जिसका बंदे का भी है ना, उनको ना जुर्माना भी करना है तुमने. ठीक है ना?
Is it mine, sir?
नहीं. पता नहीं किसका. ठीक है? So we are going to stop it over here. आप लोगों को मैं कुछ और भी questions भेजूंगा. You people would please try those questions.
Sir,
And meanwhile,
when do we have the test?
in this week, because once I would be sure that now you people are well prepared, then I will give you a test.
Okay. So, sir, can you send one more worksheet, please? I'll send it to you
Yes,
after I'm done.
definitely. Otherwise, practice कैसे होगी? और खदीजा क्लास में ही हो?
Yes, sir.
एक तो तुम बोलते नहीं हो, और मरियम का तुम एडवांटेज लेती हो कि वो बोल रही होती है बस ठीक है, मैं पीछे बैकएंड पे साइलेंट के तौर पे चल रही हूँ.
माइक का मसला.
हाँ?
Sir, I found the culprit. The microphone is Khadija's.
Exactly.
Yes. अब सारे हम खदीजा को जुर्माना करेंगे, लेकिन वो इसीलिए बोल नहीं रही थी बेचारी. माइक ऑन करती थी तो एको आती